pressure on the shoulders, the front delts, and core. Okay, so let's set up in a slight squat, right there, good. Now, perform a figure 8 motion with those arms, keeping the arms straight. There you go. Side to side. Good, so we'll come this way. Get some oblique work in there. Good. Squeeze, you feeling this?
Yes, definitely.
Now, to modify this or make it more advanced, you simply have to either come down lower in the squat. So come down lower into a squat. Now you're really working, even lower. Good. Good. Now you're working your glutes, your quads, your core, your shoulders. Now stand up straight for it. Good. Now if your knees become, start hurting or your quads are burning, just stand up straight and continue. Good. Good. And that'll be 15 reps.
And if you don't have a medicine ball, you can use the 3 weights as well. So that way you can just hold them out in front and perform the same figure 8 motion.
1 rep is both ways. So that will be 15 reps. So that's 1. Good job. Now you're going to go into reverse rear delt raise.
Okay.
So right here and back. Good. Good. This is a part of the shoulder that is commonly forgotten about in training. A lot of people do side delt raises, a lot of people do front delt raises, but rear delts is something that gets neglected, and we always want to make sure that we hit them in the workout. So as you can see, Courtney has her wrist facing down. Okay, straighten out those arms just a little bit. Good. That's going to really, really tie in. We're at 9 reps here. Tie in the rear delts right here. So as she's coming up, she's squeezing. Good. 4 more. Squeeze. You feel those rear heads?
Yes.
She's really locking in, and she's squeezing the muscle she's intended to hit, which is right in here. Good. And last one. Good. So that's round 1 of the circuit. Okay, so we're going to start over.
All right.
Okay. And that was here. Just one more thing on that exercise. Because her wrist was like that, she hit the rear part of her shoulder. Where you have your wrist planted will be what part of the shoulder you hit. So if you come to the side, your wrist is straight. If you come forward, optimally you want your wrist like this. And this way, like that. So depending on where your wrist is will be the part of the shoulder you hit. Okay, back to the first one.
All right. No, sorry.
There you go. Now as you can see, she's performing a side delt raise with the forward lunge. And this is the advanced part of it. And she's working her side heads. She's straight out like that. There you go. Remember, if she came out like that, it would be more here. There you go. Perfect. Good. 4 more now. Let's go a little lighter for the next 3. Less, and even less now, the next 2 less. Just a set. There you go. As you can see, that's extremely modified. Okay? Now switch sides. And 1, 2, good. Head up, chest up. Always be breathing. Always be breathing. Okay? Very important to breathe. Good. Very good, Corey. Good. 7. Okay, we're going to start modifying now. 9. Modify a little more. 10. Good. 11, a little more. 12. There you go. 13. And all the way back down for the last 2. Good. Excellent. Beautiful. Now back to your med ball figure 8s. This one got you a little.
This is tough.
Okay, now. Let's start in the squat hold. Okay. Now remember, two directions is 1 rep. So that's 1, okay? All right, so 1. Good. 2. Remember, more advanced core is to come down more in the squat. 3. There you go. There you go. And to modify it a little bit, you can stand up as much as you want and straight if you have to. 10 more. Good. There you go. Keep those abs tight. Good. 5 more. And if the med, by Courtney said you can modify with the dumbbell, and even if the med ball is too heavy, you could use a dumbbell or even 1 dumbbell because it is heavy. See? So you can just go like that. Yeah. This is the most modified version. If you took a 3 to 5 pound dumbbell, if that, because that's an 8 pound med ball when it gets heavy. There you go. 2 more. Beautiful. round 2 of HIIT. Okay, you can take a breather.
Do you want water breaks in between?
Water break in between, after the HIIT.
After HIIT, okay.
JJ squat.
But hydrate as you need it, guys.
Of course, of course. Good. Good. Come down a little deeper into the squat if you could. There you go. That's it. There you go. Good. 10 seconds and we're going to go into splits. Beautiful. Good. And into the split squats. Good. Good, Courtney. Yeah. Now remember, to the level of difficulty will be according to your level of fitness. You don't have to go as fast as Courtney's going. If you want to go faster, you can go faster. If you want to go slower, you can go slower. It all depends on where you're at and where you feel comfortable. 10 seconds, Courtney. Crank it up! Yeah. Good. Good. And time. Water. Like Courtney said before, if you feel like you need a drink, you get a drink. You don't want to drink too much while you're training because it could slow you down and you could feel sick. So by standards, we're always going to get water after each circuit. Okay? Try and aim for that. How you feel?
Great.
Good.
Feeling warm.
Okay, now circuit 3. All right.
Great.
All right, so we're going to do the surrenders to the floor, and now we're going to focus. We're going to start to focus more on the hamstrings and the glutes. Not that we haven't hit them already. Okay, so med wall. Overhead. Good. Now, what we're going to do here is Courtney's going to come and take a step down to the floor. So she's going to come down on one knee, and she's going to come both knees back, and then she's going to come back up, just like that, and come down and continue the same way, and back up. And back down, and back up. Now we're going to do 15 reps just like this. We have 11 more. Now, what I want to say as she's performing this is that not everyone can do this. So if this is an issue, again, if you have knee issues, what you'll do is just to keep the shoulder tension on, continue, Court, you're doing great, is you'll just sit down into a squat with your arms up with the med ball, and you'll come up. So you can just sit down like that, and come up. Just like that. That's the modified version of this. Yeah. Okay. Now, that was 15 with the modification. So let's start with the other side now. So now you're going to come up with your right leg. Okay? So, okay, now come up with the right leg. There you go. Up, arms straight, tight stomach. Don't forget to breathe. And you're going to breathe out now, exertion, okay? You're breathing in, you're breathing out. You're breathing in, you're breathing out, okay? This is 7, you're breathing in, keep the arms tight, tight stomach. Up, good. In, out, good. Now let's do 6 modified, 6 squats holding up. There you go. 1, in, out, switch back. There you go. Good.
If that's too much on your back, bring the
Yes.
medicine ball
Bring the
into
medicine
your
ball
chest.
down, and you can even do it into a press. Good. There you go. That's a nice modified way to do it right there. If it's too much, just to come down into a simple press. Excellent. Good. Now we're going to go into a lying plank, and then we're going to perform the glute raise. Okay? So, this is your basic plank now she's going to perform. Okay, feet together, body straight, okay? All right, lower that butt just a little bit. You want your body to be pretty much straight, the butt coming up just a little bit, because you never want to be, like that. You never want to be like this. You want to be straight, even a little more like that to give your back some play, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to perform a slight glute raise in the plank. Here we go. 2 for 15 reps each leg. If this is too difficult to do, you could just perform a plank. You've already worked your glutes plenty, so you could just perform a plank and time it as it would be for 15 reps. Good, Core. Perfect. Getting the squeeze. Good. Courtney's form is perfect on this. Last one we switch. Good. You okay? Now take a second, take a breather as needed. Breathe, take a couple of deep breaths. Not slippery?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right, good. Now, 15 on the right. Squeeze, good. Good. Make sure when you're planking like this, you're squeezing your abs, you're squeezing your shoulders, you're squeezing your legs. All these exercises, 5 more core, you want to make sure that you optimally squeeze everything. That's when you effectively hit the muscles well. Good, 2 more. Good, how you feel?
Great.
Good. Good. And the last one would be the bridge, the line on the bridge with the slight crunch. Okay. So you're going to lie flat on your back. Now what Courtney's going to do here is she's going to come down and she's going to do a floor bridge. This is a basic bridge. There's a lot more, advanced versions of this movement. But right now we're stuck with the basic. You're going to come up on the heels. By doing that, you squeeze the hamstrings as much as you can in this position, okay? Now, she's locking herself in this position. She's locked. Squeezing the hamstrings, the calves, abs, good. Now, she's holding the ball here. All she's going to do is a slight exhale and a minimal crunch, just like that. While holding in this bridge position, her hamstrings are optimally squeezing. They're working. She's getting some good ab work. She's keeping steady tension here, and she's working her abs and her hamstrings and some glutes too. Squeeze. Good. How you feel, Court?
Fantastic. Good one, Joe.
Good. Okay. 5 more. Good. Good. Keep that tight and tucked. Good. Good. Good work. Very important on that is to always keep that optimal tension. So always keep this locked and tucked. Squeeze your butt as hard as you could and your hamstrings. Squeeze it as much as you can. That will help to shape and define the muscle.
By squeezing your glutes, you're going to keep your back straight.
Exactly. By squeeze, you're going to keep your back straight, squeezing your glutes, and that helps you really protect the muscle as well. The more you squeeze, the more you shape. One more round.
All right.
Oh, this is running. Okay. Okay. Thumbs up.
Is it going to get fast enough? I'm just curious. Oh, nothing. All right, it's a stand. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah. No, I have a question about that exercise. You can cut it and edit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one you were just doing?
Yeah, I almost want to redo it just because.
You backslide a bit.
Well, the thing is, I think it's going to be confusing for abs because when you're doing a crunch and you can't keep your back in that position, especially someone with a weak back.
Right. Well, they're getting leverage on their heel. It's
Right.
not, they're just coming up in like a.
Well, I was thinking, what about just, without raising the head up, just from this position?
Just moving out like that.
You'll be working your abs way more, and they'll be able to keep the
And
focus.
you'll be able to
on
keep it
the-
because you felt like your back was dipping a little?
Well, that's the thing. In this position here,
Yeah, when you come up.
you can't, your back has to
You come
round
up like
because
that?
if you're crunching.
Okay.
And that's actually way more advanced. Someone with lower back injuries is
Yeah.
not going to be able to do that.
Okay, so we'll just do the back and forth.
Yeah.
So could you edit
So you want
that?
to keep the neck and shoulders supported
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
All right,
So
so
we can put it right when
What?
you cue it in and then.
Yeah, so we'll do the exercise 3 of that circuit
Okay.
now.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just continue.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So should we introduce it again?
Yeah, I'll do the